learned from the lesson. Live in the hills, but I still get a spread. Started with a little, but I still reinvest it. Fear how I feel, then you feel like a blessing. I just want the lesson, I just want protection. I'm up and I'm down, but they sound like progression. Farmer never plans if he waits for perfection. Finger to the down, hold it down, we gon' get it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Happy quarantine day. Hopefully you're staying inside. I mean, I will say this, you are blessed. You have blessings coming your way. At least receive some positivity. I hope you're doing good. Today I'm going to show you guys a clip from one of the lessons we had on the live stream over the weekend. So if you guys don't know, we are live Monday through Friday, 30 minutes before open. So make sure you're subscribed. It's the first link in the description. But it's very important because with what's going on with the stimulus package, what's happening with our economy, the virus, all of this stuff, I think this is more important than ever, and I want to talk about how some of the financial situation being created today is almost going to guarantee a easier chance for you to get rich or make a lot of money in the next 5 or 10 years. Actually, here, let me show you this. Hold on. Join the cult, baby. Cult. But that's not what I want to show you. What I want to show you is this. This is the last time, and you'll see what I'm talking about. This came up last time. I mean, the last time we had a crisis, this is the symbol, and a lot of people forget that, and a lot of people don't even know that. You see these blue strips, the rappers talk about it, blue face, hoodies, ooh, hoodies say blue, but I never fit down. But take a look. What does it say right there? Series says, come on, where is it? How do you see it? Okay, so all right, I'm out to zoom in. Series 2009, and then let's take a look at one of the old bills. Look at Ben, don't even look that old there. Honestly, I think he looked good, but where's the series on there? 1996. So what I'm trying to tell you is that any of these new bills that you will see, every single one of these was after the financial crisis. The blue bills, they invented these new bills, but this is a visual example of more money in the system. None of these bills were printed before the financial crisis. So this is very, very important. And now pretty much the same thing is going to happen again. And this is what I'm talking about, is that as a stimulus program happens, more money gets into the system. You could literally see that, you know, the difference between how often you see the blue bills versus not. That tells you a little bit something about what we talk about here in the video, and it's just dollar strength and how money is accessible and what that will lead to in the future. So that's what we go over. It's a little bit slow. Again, this is a clip from the live stream, so bear with me, but I definitely think it's something you guys could learn. I definitely think it is helpful, and it's something that, you know, if you guys watch the videos, you're even out there looking in for information, you know, on finance in general and all this stuff. I mean, I want you guys to take advantage of this stuff and be aware so you can protect yourself, your families, and understand, I mean, there's a positive to look at. You know, this stuff going on sucks. We don't wish anybody loses money. We don't, you know, instead of focusing on the negatives, I really like to just focus on the positives and what opportunities we'll have moving forward, you know, God willing, assuming that they are still there. So this is all just the theory in general as well, too. I even said that in the video, but I think it's interesting how things are happening, and if we see things play out again based on how the monetary system should function, you're going to see a lot more $100 bills in the system very, very shortly, and shortly could mean about 12 to 24 months. But like we're saying, it doesn't matter what happens now. You may lose stuff now. Everybody's taking some L's here and there, but the key is, what sort of situation is this going to create in the future, and how can we take advantage? So I hope you guys enjoyed this clip. Drop your thumbs up on the video. I love you all. I'll see you on the watch list tomorrow, and we're going to run it for stream on Monday, baby. All right, God bless you. Peace. I'm telling you, man, next 10 years, you guys are all going to get rich, okay? If you're smart, if you're in the game, if you stay really culty, you give me a 10-year cult commitment, you guys are going to get really rich. Okay, I shouldn't say that, but man, I'm only saying that because money is literally, in the next few years, money is going to be everywhere. That's why why do you think this last 10 years after the first QE, why do you think this last 10 years, you saw people get extremely rich? You know, rappers make more money today than they did 10 years ago. You know, that's so crazy, man. You know, Lil Yachty straight up making more money than Tupac. That's crazy. It's because there's more money available in the system. It's easier for that cash grab. You see? So what's going to happen in a few years, there's going to be a lot more money out here. It's going to be easy to get your hands on it. Prices will go up, but I'm just saying it's going to be everywhere.
That's what started I think the next real estate bubble is going to happen after this. I like the way you move. Yeah, disclaimer, option trader, similar, you handle so much investment. Please don't find it. No personal. Thank you. Wonderful day. None of this is a recommendation that you go get rich. Please do not pursue rich, and nobody can guarantee these are based off the past performance. My results do not reflect any of your results. I am a unique case. Thank you. Wonderful day. This is why this time's scarier, but this is what happened. So this is what I'm saying with money and money supply. So look this is 2000. Do you guys see what happened in the 2000 crash? Do you see why the market crashed in 2000 and 2001? What started to happen? It looks just like ours. It started to hit a new high. It broke up, came down. It came up, it came down. At this point, they were cutting rates like crazy. And then, do you guys know what happened in 2002? January 2002. Do you guys want to know how they actually... I'm about to blow your mind. I could make this a video. I've talked about this before, but I'm going to mess with you right now. I love this one. This one's great. Because this shows the whole effect of money supply. And this shows you how important dollars and money in the system really is. So look at how strong the dollar got. Literally, picture that. Oh, I can't go back. 80 to 120. Your dollar increased 50% in value. That's insanity for a global currency, let alone the number one currency in the world. Right? You with me? You with me? Is everyone following with me? Gotta make sure you following with me. Let me get this low ticker. You guys with me? Right? That's crazy. So what happened was, think about it, you had Enron. So people couldn't get money from Enron. People couldn't get money from, what was the other one? There's another scam. A lot of money got lost in there. Then 2001 closed the market. That's where we started to see beginning of March. It was reflected to that WorldCom. That's what it was. Yep. So look at money. Got money. People couldn't get their hands on money. 9/11 scared them. All of this stuff. So the currency skyrocketed in value. And this is what our chart looks like now. Because you know what they were doing from 99 or even 2000? Please hold. Fed rate cut history. Work with me. Follow with me, nephew. Follow with me. Don't lose me on this one. This might change your life. Oh, come on. We don't see it. This list is incomplete. Damn it. We need to expand this. See, look. December 2002. Well, you don't get to see the full history. They were cutting in 1999. They pretty much were cutting before this, but even then, they kept cutting rates. Here, let me show you. Follow with me. Don't lose me. They don't teach you this in school. Promise you. I didn't learn it in school. I had to open up the book. So there it is, baby. Look at that. See? Your rates by 1999, your short-term interest rate was 4.65, right? So what does it say what happened come here? By 2002, December 2002, you were at 1.25. So look at what happens. You see the market kept going up. Look at the yield curve started going crazy. That's bonds going up. Everyone's like, what? Stock goes up. Look at they started raising rates like we did. Uh-oh. Oh, man. No, yeah, they were at 6%. What am I saying? Or 5%. So then you know what they started doing? They started to cut. Look at that. You see, they started to cut just like we were doing. So when did the first cut happen? February 2001. December 2000. February, January 2001. You see the 3-month here? That's them cutting rates. Notice rates are high. They start cutting the rates. See, because then we come down to 2.2, 2002. That's where you see 1.25. That's where they lowered rates. Are you guys following with me? I hope you're following. They cut all of these rates, but let's look at the dollar now. Let's go back to our good friend, the dollar. 1999. Remember, when did they start cutting rates? December 2000, 2001. Why did they start cutting rates? Wait a minute. Why would you cut rates? Hold on. Wait, no, we need to go back. Rewind. So when did they start cutting? October, January. So like 2001. Oh, man, they cut late. It was right here, you see? And look at what, you know what happened? The dollar hit a new high. And then you know what they did? They cut the rates. The dollar came down because then that means they need money in the system. Then the dollar spiked up again. They kept cutting. It brought it down a little bit. That's September 11th. made it go crazy, and then the dollar finally took about what? Almost 2 years or a year? It took about 12 months for the negative dollar to kick in, right? So now this is why I'm going to blow your mind. There's only one thing that caused this massive devaluation, because the negative, the cutting rates didn't cause the dollar to drop like this. Does anybody know what happened in 2002 that would massively increase the supply of dollars and weaken the dollar in 2001, 2002? Let's see. Does anybody know? It's not 9/11. It was not war. The bubble already collapsed. So it's going fast, but I don't think anybody got it. So this is my theory. This isn't necessarily a fact. This is what I believe, and it coincides perfectly. 2002, the minute you saw the dollar start to drop, January 1st, 1999, the euro is the new single currency of the European monetary system adopted on January 1st, 1999. On January 1st, 2002, these 12 countries officially introduced the euro banknotes as coins in legal tender. The dollar was getting so strong, the only way you could have weakened it was to literally make a brand new currency. Because that way, the only way you would fund that, every country would sell off dollars to buy euros. So you would sell dollars, buy the euro, hold it in your reserves, and then now you had a whole brand new supply of currency that had to start. That's the only way you would have prevented massive deflation at the time. And then that's what you're going to see here with our stock market. When our dollar drops, the minute the dollar started dropping, well, that's when the market started to really collapse. Okay? So that's the first part. You guys still following with me? Are you still following with me? I'm not done. I'm not done. Are you in the game? Are you in the game? Are you ready? Are you ready? I got the next part. This has to go. I'm trying to explain to you why you're going to get massively rich if you're smart, or if you're aware, or if you take advantage of opportunity, if you have a positive longer-term mindset, if you understand what's happening in the world. So think about what just happened. Huge stock market bubble, .com, fraud, everything else. Dollar got extremely strong. They found a way to finally weaken it. They cut rates to zero, brand new currency. So the dollar started to weaken. So 2002, we start bouncing in 2003. So what happened? Come over here. This is 2003. The dollar's finally weakened. We start bouncing. And then what keeps happening? Why do stocks keep going up? They keep throwing in more and more money because, again, it takes time. Remember, it takes time for the money to get into the system. So now all of those low rates, all of the shit they were doing, the new currency, it destroys the dollar. So what do you notice happens right here? The dollar comes down to 2004, you hit a low, and then 2006, it starts going lower. Do you know what that means? If the dollar has dropped now 50%, chances are there's probably 50% more dollars in the system. So literally, money from 2002, just think about this for a second, okay? Listen to what I'm about to say. From 2002 till 2006 or 7, really, the dollar was losing so much value because literally there was money everywhere. Because of all the actions they did to fix 2001, 5 years later, there's money everywhere. Just so much fucking money. You couldn't, and how do we know? You want me to tell you how easy it was? You know how much money there was in the system at that time? Any dickhead who didn't know anything about anything was making millions of dollars in real estate. My foreign Egyptian parents who barely spoke English caught on to the real estate bubble. It was so much money, everybody was getting rich because there was money everywhere. The dollar goes lower, prices go higher. Whoa. It was so easy to get the money, it caused the whole other real estate bubble. So the fix caused the next bubble. So there's money everywhere. And then what started to happen all of a sudden, as the money was everywhere, now real estate starts coming down. And then what did they start doing? They started cutting more rates in '07. So the dollar reacted, but then eventually the dollar was like, nah, dude, everyone started freaking out. You can't sell. The people can't get the money out of houses. The banks started to close down. What happened to dollar liquidity? Shoots back up. May not seem like a lot because we were so much higher, but you were down at 60 or 70. You went up almost another 50 to 60% on your currency. This is your real estate crash, and then it did it again. They implemented more fixes, primary dealer credit facility. It drops in '09, then it shoots right back up, and then we're still in it, and then finally we started to recover. But then this time our currency started to increase. So, point being, whatever they're going to do to smash the dollar here right now, whenever that money comes and hits our system, there is going to be money everywhere. If you know how to take advantage of it, if you understand it's going to be easier to make money, you could fuck around and change your whole life and your whole family's life. But do you want to focus on why the system needs to crash, yabba dabba dooba, be my guest as well too. Anything could happen, but it's all connecting history, and it's looking at the dollar and understanding now everything from deflation to assets to now policy. Yeah, there you go. That was a good one. Hopefully you followed along with that one. Hopefully you followed along on that way. It could cause another real estate bubble, yeah.